Hello, happy Tuesday. I believe it's Tuesday. Yes, yesterday I dropped off my 3 kids at my parents' house. Well, I didn't drop them off at my parents' house. I meet my parents halfway. I'm in Arizona and they're in California. Oh, shit. I'm in Arizona and they're in California, and we meet halfway. And they take my kids for a little bit, and that has kind of been something that we do ever since Eric died. I mean, when Eric died, I was living in California, but even then, I kind of, like, once I knew I was going to be moving back to Arizona, I asked my parents if they would agree to take my kids 1 week out of every month, just because I was obviously newly widowed. My kids are so young and I need time to myself. And because I was moving states, I didn't want that to change anything. And my parents are so helpful, so they are willing to drive and help me out, which I am very, very extremely thankful for. But anyways, I did have a work trip coming up this weekend, so I asked them if they could just take them for this week and a half, kind of. So they're going to be there for like 9 days, just so I can focus on that. But yeah, so I took them yesterday, and I always get so sad like right after I drop them off. I just instantly miss them. Obviously, like, that's just a normal mom thing, and then I feel guilty because I'm like, they should be here with me, but I know they enjoy their time with my parents so much. So after the first night, I usually start feeling, a little okay. But anyways, back to my work trip. I am going to Dallas on Thursday night. I am going to actually interview a few people for my podcast. I'm on a little break right now in between seasons, but it should be back up and running within the next few weeks. So yeah, I'm gonna go to Dallas to interview a few people, and then I get there Thursday night, I'll be there Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday I go to Nashville. Oh shit. I go to Nashville and I will be interviewing a few people in Nashville, and then I will be coming back home on the 1st, and then I think the 1st I get home at like 10 p.m. And then on the 2nd, which is Wednesday, I will be meeting my parents halfway to pick up my kids. So yeah, it's kind of just more of like on the go. So I will be working and preoccupied, so maybe that'll make it a little easier to be away from them for that long. But with that being said, I'm not going to tell you guys who I'm interviewing, but I am interviewing a medium. And I know I've shared here with you guys that I have been to quite a few different mediums and my experience with them, and how I just love it. Like, I love going to mediums and connecting with Eric and hearing all he has to say. So that'll be happening this weekend. Again, I'm not telling you who it is, but I am excited for this. You guys are gonna love it. Anyways, my point of making this video was I want you guys to write in the comments any questions you have about mediums, mediumship, all that stuff. Any questions you want me to ask this medium during my podcast. And yeah, we'll get those answered for you guys. I'm so excited. So excited. This is also like a good opportunity if you're like iffy about mediums and like you don't really believe in that or like readings. You can ask any questions, that might sway your opinion otherwise. So yeah, write them down in the comments. I can't wait to share with you guys who it is and to record this episode and for it to be out on the season 2 of Just for Today podcast. All right, bye.